Escaping to the country can require highly tuned detective skills.
3 chimneys, so there must be lots of fires in there.
Oh, look at you, eh, Sherlock? And investigating the options for your new country life might prove taxing. The cogs whirring away?
Oh yeah, lots to think about here. Yeah.
Plenty to think about, eh? But if you have a dream...
I'd like to one day have a tractor. That's one of my ambitions, and that would go in there very nicely. You could have a little space for your bikes.
I could have quite a big space for my bikes.
Rest assured, we'll do our very best to make it a reality.
This is what I've been picturing. Quite emotional, actually.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
I can see you getting a bit emotional, to be honest. The countryside around the southern Welsh-English border is home to some of the UK's most stunning landscapes. This part of the world enjoys a timeless quality, but offers everything you could want for a 21st century escape to the country. Connectivity? Check. It's got great transport links. Culture? Bags of it. Try the food, trust me, it's fantastic. And countryside? Well, they say the camera never lies. And they are right. Today's Escape Odyssey will focus on the border counties of Herefordshire in England, plus Monmouthshire, Blaenau Gwent and Powys in Wales. At the beginning of 2023, the Brecon Beacons National Park was officially renamed Bennau Brycheiniog in a commitment to the Welsh language. In the heart of the park lies the town of Abergavenny, or Brecon in English. Its Georgian and Jacobean streets house craft shops, art galleries, bookshops and tea rooms, with the surrounding hills boasting some of the finest walking in Britain.
We're right on the edge of the Brecon Beacons National Park. On the east of the county we've got the Wye Valley AONB, the beautiful Wye River, which is, for me, great. I love a bit of wild swimming and canoeing. You can head down to the bottom of the Wye Valley and see peregrine falcons and seals in the estuary. The landscapes are wonderful, but you've also got great towns and great communities.
In the Wye Valley, you'll find the village of Tintern, with its majestic abbey ruins. Perched right on the border of Wales and England, it's a popular pit stop on the many hiking trails that wind their way along the River Wye.
It's a great place to live. Just the history, it's the community, it's the hill walking, it's the local pubs, as well as the cuisines. And again, it's a close-knit community, so everyone sort of knows each other and everyone's sort of like family around these areas, so it's brilliant.
And it's for all those reasons that today's buyers want to move here. They don't just want a home for themselves, they want to create a space that the local community can enjoy too.
So I'm Jo,
I'm Martin.
and we live in Reading.
Born and bred in the city, Jo, a learning support assistant at an agricultural college, and Martin, a bus driver, have lived in this 3-bed detached property for the past 15 years.
This is the street that we live in at the moment. As you can see, it's a cul-de-sac. It's very built up. Lots of houses squeezed into a small space.
Certainly, they need more room for the grand plans they have in mind for their new country life.
We'd like to have more chickens. We'd like to have some sheep maybe and some goats, maybe a couple of pigs. And we'd like to be able to create some nice vegetable plots. And then we'd really like to open up our garden for the local community to come in, people with mental health issues or children with special needs or scouts and guides to come in and help garden and things. So please help us move to the country.
Jo and Martin are after a detached period property with 3 to 4 bedrooms. They'd like between half an acre and 2 acres of land, plus an outbuilding or space to build one. They're keen to live within 5 miles of a town and have a budget of £550,000. Jo and Martin are ready for a change. They want to open their curtains to this every morning, this beautiful countryside. And they want space, not just space for them, but for animals as well, and the opportunity to invite the local community to come and enjoy that with them. They don't need to be in a town anymore. In fact, the more rural, the better. They want to be swapping their cul-de-sac for this countryside. Our search starts in South Wales, in the county of Blaen y Gwent, with a house in the village of Six Bells near the town of Abergavenny. On the outskirts of which, on a popular walking and cycling route, I'm meeting up with Joe and Martin. Wow. This isn't a bad spot, is it?
Know that you're really in the thick of things out here, don't you? Yeah, it's lovely.
What are the sort of changes that you're hoping this move will bring?
Completely different. We're a bit like ships that pass in the night at home due to work commitments. Hopefully I won't have to work when we come here. I'll just work with what we've got on the land. Martin will probably have to find a job, but hopefully we'll be able to be together at weekends.
So it's also about spending more time together?
Yes, definitely.
Yeah.
So what is it in particular that's really attracting you to this part of Great Britain? Why here?
I just find it so warm. The people are very friendly, but it's the backdrop, it's the mountains, it's the outdoors, it's the trees and the woods and the rivers. It's all of that makes it for us.
And of course you've got the two dogs at home.
It'd be really nice to be able to take them somewhere, just open the door and be able to walk.
Love it here.
No, I love it.
Well,
Absolutely.
I'm very pleased to hear it because this could be your dog walking path. Should we go and have a look?
Yeah,
Come with
let's go
me.
see.
Yes, the first property we've lined up for Joe and Martin to view is just a couple of minutes away, at the highest point in Six Bells. With stunning views across the valley, I'm excited to show them this detached farmhouse, parts of which are thought to be between 300 and 400 years old.
Oh, that looks
yeah.
nice, actually.
Yeah.
3 chimneys,
That's good.
so there must be lots of fires in there.
Oh, look at you, hey Sherlock. All right, okay.
Nice little balcony there as well.
So what you've got here is what started off life as quite a traditional Welsh property.
Yeah.
And then over time, that's been added to and extended. But what I really love is how they've kept that character.
Right.
And when you talk about character, this property oozes it. Come with me. The various extensions and additions that have taken place over the centuries have resulted in a quirky ground floor layout with lots of interlinking rooms. We're starting our viewing in the middle of the house with the largest reception room.
Mind your head.
Hey!
It's nice and cosy, isn't it?
Yeah.
3 chimney stacks you saw outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is one of them.
This is one. That is
Yeah.
nice, isn't it? Yeah.
That is nice.
Plenty of room for storing your logs by the side of it as well.
Yeah, and what about the size and the shape of the room?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, it's a really
that's
good
good size, isn't it?
actually.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
nice and cosy.
Next door is a second reception room. Another fireplace, that's 2 chimneys down, I believe. Into the kitchen.
It's quaint. It's cottage-like. You know you're in a cottage. And
Yeah, and in terms of size and space, do you think this kitchen could work for you?
No, I think it would actually. I don't need too much workspace.
I'm leaving Joe and Martin to explore the rest of the house. Next up is this cluster of rooms on the opposite side of the property. There's a music room, the third reception space, and off that, a shower room.
Yeah, this is nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nice and cosy.
Another nice log burner.
Yeah.
Each of the 3 reception rooms in this characterful property boasts a staircase.
Oh,
Staircase.
secret staircase.
Yeah.
Let's go and have a look.
This one leads up to the first of 4 bedrooms.
What we got up here?
Oh, like a mezzanine. That's good, isn't it? Nice storage area. Oh, look, there's the balcony.
Oh, yeah, balcony.
Stairs from the largest reception head up to a second bedroom.
Oh, look at this. This is nice. Gosh. Leads on to... Oh, ensuite.
What have we got here? Oh, right.
The staircase in this reception room rises up to 2 more bedrooms.
Bend down for this one.
Nice storage. Oh, yeah. It's deceptively big because it's a double bed, isn't it?
It
So
is, yeah.
You could We get William to make something for us.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, you're not going to fit traditional wardrobes or anything in here, but...
No, but have something,
sort
built in.
House done, I want to show them something rather exciting in the grounds. And it's this enormous outbuilding that covers some 1,400 square feet.
Oh wow, look at this.
How's that for a space?
Wow,
Yeah.
that is pretty amazing, isn't it?
It is.
Goodness me. I'd like to one day have a tractor. That's one of my ambitions, and that would go in there very nicely. You could have a little space for your bikes.
I could have quite a big space for my bikes.
Yeah, that's it. Now, I'm not telling you how many bikes you're allowed, but I think you can get hundreds, quite literally, in here.
Yeah.
Yes, it would be really useful.
Well, a tractor could come in handy here, because there's 1.7 acres of land on offer. It consists of formal lawned areas, woodland and paddocks.
Let's get you fit carrying up here all the time.
Yeah. It's incredible. Look at the view. It's amazing, isn't it?
Well, a bit out of breath after coming out that hill.
You soon get used to it.
Yeah.
So, now they've seen it all, there's just one thing Joe and Martin need to do. Put a price on it all. Let's start with you, Joe. What do you think it might be on the market for?
I think it's going to be about the £535,000.
I think it might be a little bit more than that. I'm going to say £540,000, I think.
It's actually on the market for a little bit more than that. It's on for £550,000, so you can see why.
Yeah, you can see why,
Yeah.
really, yeah.
This detached farmhouse has 3 reception rooms and 4 bedrooms. There's an enormous outbuilding and 1.7 acres of land. Set on the side of a mountain with views across the River Abergavenny, it's on the market for £550,000.
The accommodation, I think, would work really well, actually. It feels quite homely and warm. But I think the area outside, I'm not sure how that would work for us, for animals and what we would want to do, because it's quite steep and treacherous going up there. So overall, I don't think it would work for us.
Tucked in the southeast corner of Abergavenny National Park and set against the backdrop of the beautiful Black Mountains, the market town of Abergavenny, or Abergavenny, was very recently ranked as one of the best places to live in Wales.
Listen to the birds. Look at the mountains. It's a valley. I have lived in the valleys in Zimbabwe, and now I come to Abergavenny. I live up the mountain. Nice people. It's very community oriented. If you go in the high street, everybody knows each other. We do ethically minded events. We got so many people who have moved into Abergavenny from different places, and they all feel welcome. We all meet. We all share stories. We all talk. So it couldn't have been any other place than Abergavenny.
Martha's not alone in extolling the town's virtues, as Joe and Martin are discovering inside the Grade 2 listed Victorian Market Hall, which is very much at the heart of the community.
There's nothing quite like Abergavenny Market. It is so unique and so beautiful.
Has it always been a market?
Well, there's been a market on this site for about 1,000 years, I think, and there's charters involved that you can only do certain things on certain days and all that sort of thing. It's a beautiful place. I used to live in Swansea.
Did you?
But I've actually moved up here now because we like it so much. It's really, really nice. It's friendly.
Yeah.
We Welsh, see, we're quite nosy.
Yeah.
It's a pretty well-connected town. Cardiff is a 50-minute drive or a 40-minute train ride away. Hereford and Newport are around 40 minutes by road, or just 25 minutes on one of the direct rail services. Many residents, however, find they're able to cut the commute entirely, thanks to the town's flourishing economy, which makes running a business here a very viable option, as local resident and business owner Ellen Hunter can vouch for. She owns this low-waste shop and cafe and lives in a small village just outside the town.
I grew up around here. I love the fact that we have the mountains on our doorsteps, the rivers. I love taking part in all the outdoor activities that we've got around. And it's just a really lovely, friendly place. As a business owner, people here are really proud of Abergavenny and really happy to support their independent businesses and like to take care of it and like to get involved. So we're a town of sanctuary, so we have lots of people supporting our refugees that are coming into the area. There's always activities, whether you like cold water swimming in the river or our local ponds, or whether you like theatre and music. There really is a lot going on.
There's way more to see and do in Abergavenny than we can squeeze into our jam-packed schedule, so Joe and Martin will have to return on another day because our house hunt must continue. We're border hopping now from Wales into England, headed for the Herefordshire hamlet of Ganaroo, on the edge of the Wye Valley. The nearest village is Whitchurch, with a pretty clock tower, several pubs and cafes, a shop and a village hall, and a lively community for Joe and Martin to get involved with. 2 miles away, down a quiet, unmade track, sits our next house. It's in an idyllic location with uninterrupted views of the surrounding countryside. And the best spot from which to appreciate its setting is from the rear.
So here we are then, the second of our properties. What's your first impressions?
Very nice. Looks really nice from the outside. It's lovely, isn't it, actually? So I really like the tree in the garden, nice bit of shade. I can see the dogs going under that in the summer.
Let's get inside and have a look.
Yeah.
This detached farmhouse is thought to date back to the 1800s. In 2004, the vendors added a 2-storey extension to the side, creating a large living room on the ground floor with a spacious bedroom above. More recently, they added this conservatory, which takes us into the kitchen.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I like this.
I like this.
It's got a range. I like that.
Got the other cooker over there, so you don't have to have the range lit all year round.
Home from home already, eh?
Yeah, I like these blue tiles as well.
They're really nice, aren't
nice.
they? Yeah.
It's great, isn't it?
And lovely marble tops with a bit of sparkle in. I like a bit of sparkle.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning, isn't it? It's a dream, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
Yeah.
This is great.
The kitchen leads into a central reception hall, off which are the remaining ground floor living spaces. So coming through then, you've got the utility room, the office or 4th bedroom, it's up to you really. That way for the front door, and in to here.
Oh, wow.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Not bad for a dining room, sitting room sort of space, is it?
Absolutely nice. It's a really good
lovely.
space, isn't it? This is what I've been picturing. Quite
Yeah.
emotional, actually.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see you getting a bit emotional, to be honest. But it's
Yeah.
because it means a lot to you.
That's right, yeah.
know,
We've wanted this for
what-
such a long time.
Why don't you have a wander around? There's more to see downstairs. Take yourselves upstairs, where I'm hoping you'll be just as pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
And I'll see you outside shortly.
Okay,
Yeah,
no, thank
that
you.
sounds great.
Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Take your time, no rush. Stairs in this light-filled double-height hallway rise up to the first floor landing.
This is nice. It's all this
Yeah,
lovely
it is,
wood,
isn't it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
Where there are 3 good-sized double bedrooms. This one is the largest.
Oh, this is a nice big space,
It
isn't
is,
it?
isn't it? Room for a sofa in the bedroom.
Let's have a look. Oh, wow, look at that. Gorgeous. Really nice,
It is,
big
isn't it?
space.
Yeah.
Get old wardrobes in.
Full width of the house.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next door is the family bathroom.
Oh, yeah.
This is nice.
nice,
It's so
isn't it?
big, isn't it?
It is.
I like the
We're not
bath.
used to space like
It's
this.
nice.
Yeah,
And
nice pebbles on the floor.
Pebbles on the floor.
Like being at the seaside.
And next to this, a second double.
Oh, this is a nice size as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Again. What's this?
What's behind the door?
It's a nice window. Oh,
Oh, it's an ensuite.
wow.
Oh, and
nice,
look at
isn't
that
it?
toilet system. I
Look at
love that. That's great.
I think it's fair to say that Martin would be flushed with pride if he lived here. OK, enough of the puns. We're reconvening in the garden to discuss the all-important outside space. The plot of land here is about 0.3 acres. But now you've had a chance to have a look around, what do you think of the outside space?
And what there is
yeah,
lovely.
it's lovely. Like to possibly have some sheep and some pigs and goats. So there'd be a little bit of squash. I mean, there'd be plenty of room for lots of chickens, definitely. Yes. Our dogs would absolutely love it.
And of course, you've also got the double garage as well, so you've got plenty of outdoor storage. But what do you think this property's on the market for?
I think it hasn't got as much land as the other one, so I'm gonna go for 545,000.
OK.
Well, yeah, I was going to go for the same, so I don't know. Let's go for £548,000.
OK, you'll be surprised to find out then that this is actually on the market for £535,000.
Oh, OK.
I'll leave you to have a wander around. Don't rush, and I'll be out here waiting for you.
OK, lovely.
Okay.
Thank you very
Right,
much.
thank you.
Thank you.
This detached farmhouse has a conservatory, a good-sized country kitchen with utility room, a spacious lounge diner and 3 bedrooms. In a beautiful rural spot sitting on a plot of 1/3 of an acre, it has an asking price of £535,000.
Martin and I were having a bit of a chat inside when we had a second look around, and Martin was quite excited about it. With all the character and everything, we like the original features that it's got in there. We can definitely see ourselves living here.
Well, I love it here in this cosy cottage kitchen. I can see us coming in here and making ourselves at home. Yeah, I can really see this is just the sort of thing we're looking for. I mean, look at those views, they're lovely. You can't knock that. I think the only issue is the size of the garden, that there's no sort of land with it as such. So I think that's unfortunately going to be a bit of a stumbling block.
All right, happy?
Yeah, very happy.
Good, I'm pleased to hear it. Our last stop of the day is the town of Crickhowell, in the east of the national park. Here, the longest stone arch bridge in Wales spans the River Usk. It's a popular picnic spot, and I'd say the perfect place to pause and reflect. Oh, it's been a busy day, hasn't it? There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but it's been really fun. It would be lovely to spend more quality time with the family, because they'll be able to come not just for a day or a couple of hours, they'll be able to come and stay.
Life-changing?
Definitely life-changing, yeah.
Absolutely. I mean, it's nice knowing that this is actually going to happen.
Yeah.
It's made us feel that we know that this is what we want and this is where we want to be.
We've still got more tomorrow, so have a good night's sleep.
OK, yeah.
We'll do more of the same.
Lovely.
Excellent.
That's
Looking
brilliant.
forward to
Thank you, yeah.
If you're yearning for a new home in the countryside surrounding the Welsh-English border, then here's the lowdown on property prices. In the Wye Valley, which extends across Monmouthshire in Wales, plus Herefordshire and Gloucestershire in England, a detached property will set you back nearly £473,000, according to a leading property website. But in the national park, which straddles the Welsh counties of Monmouthshire, Powys and Carmarthenshire, the average price for a similar house is under £393,000. The double draw of good value homes and spectacular landscapes have opened up the area to a new generation of home buyers, as a local agent can explain.
We've seen quite a few different types of buyers, or quite a wide buying audience moving in. I would say that probably the lion's share is working professionals, young families and an element of downsizers or retirees. Current trends at the moment, people can still work from home, so we've seen a lot of buyers come out of Bristol and London looking for something in town or slightly out of town. It's good for networking, so if you need to get to London or Bristol, it's quite easy. I mean, the train here from Abergavenny is 2 hours into Paddington.
If that sealed the deal for you, here's a taster of what's currently on the market. This detached house has a lounge diner, a country kitchen and 2 double bedrooms. In the garden, a raised deck area has spectacular views across the Usk Valley, towards the Black Mountains and the Sugarloaf. It's priced at £375,000. In a village on the Welsh-English border is this 300-year-old former village shop. Now a beautiful home with a spacious sitting dining room, a professional-grade kitchen and 3 bedrooms, 2 of which are en suite. Offers in excess of £500,000 will be considered. If you're in the market for a short break, then this magical Grade 2 listed tower, originally built as a folly, sleeps too. Climb the 38 steps to the accommodation, which includes a beautiful kitchen and an elegant sitting room that has a hidden door to the luxurious bedroom beyond. Cost £200 per night. Joe and Martin are certainly getting to know the county a little better, and it's great seeing them look at it from the angle of house buyers as opposed to holiday makers. But we've still got plenty more to show them, including a taste of what life here with lots of animals could look like, and of course, a cracking mystery house. And for that, we're venturing to the northern edge of Abergavenny National Park, the Brecon Beacons, destined for the hamlet of Tregoid. The nearest town, Talgarth, is 3.5 miles away and has all the everyday essentials to hand, including buses to Hay and Hereford, a community-run mill and baker, as well as several pubs and cafes. Radiating from the town are many footpaths and tracks which can be explored on foot, by bike and some on horseback. Tregoid mountain riders offer guided treks and hacks throughout the national park. Owner Carol Grunch has kindly agreed to give Joe and Martin the lowdown on life in this part of the world. So you're originally from the area?
I'm originally from Northumberland.
Are you?
But I've been here for about 35 years now.
Yeah?
It's a lovely area to live. It's quiet. There's some lovely small towns and villages in the area to go to. And it's just a nicer pace of life.
It's quite rural here. Do you find it's easy for people to still access?
Oh, we have lots of people over the years. We've had lots of people come in to see us. And it's not very far. You've got Hay on Wye, which is just a little town of Hay. It's 4 miles with lots of independent shops. We've got Crickhowell and Abergavenny the other way. Then going to Crickhowell. It's lovely there, and it's nice to see the shops there.
Yeah.
Some really good pubs for eating.
That's always important.
So
everyone likes a nice pub.
And it's just lovely, and wherever you go, people are really quite nice.
Yeah. Whilst Joe, Martin and Carol carry on chatting, I'm heading to our mystery house just a mile down the road to give you a sneak preview. So, what makes it a mystery house? Well, firstly, it's got a far more modern feel than either of the 2 properties I've shown them so far. It's across 3 floors and it's semi-detached. Truth is, I don't even know if it would have been on their radar. But if they'll keep an open mind about the fact it's a semi, I think they'll discover an awful lot to love about this beautifully presented property, including this large rear garden, where we're starting our viewing. The mystery house. First impressions, please.
Oh, that looks really nice, doesn't it? I like the brickwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Really nice. Looks quite big.
It's semi-detached. Now, how do you feel about that?
Well, so long as the neighbours are nice.
You know, I'm sure you'll fit right in. You know, very often people talk about semi-detached, you know, it's a certain no, or they've got a mind's eye of what they want.
Yep.
Sometimes a little bit of looseness around that can bring you some wonderful surprises.
Yeah.
How about we get ourselves inside?
Yeah, let's
Follow me. The property dates to the 1870s and was originally one large barn before it was converted into 2 cottages. Can you come?
Wow. Oh, this is nice,
I wasn't
isn't it?
expecting this.
No.
Wow.
It's big, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Nice layout. Lovely. Nice floor. Dogs are
Yeah.
like that and there, and
Yeah.
under the stairs, and nice and bright and light. It's got a nice feel about it. Yeah.
Good. Well, you both seem quite happy, and it seems to me that if one's happy, the other's happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
God, 2 peas in a pot. Come on, let's keep that happiness going. The kitchen opens out into a bright garden room that the owners use for dining.
Oh, wow. Look at
This is a nice area, isn't it? Really
Yeah.
bright.
All the sun coming through here.
Lovely.
It's beautiful. It's nice in the summer.
What we haven't addressed yet is the second garden.
Oh, right.
Ah, you just spotted it now
just
through the
spotted it now. I
window.
was too busy looking in here.
This is actually the front of the property. I brought you in through the back. This space here and that space out the back are 2 completely separate gardens. Now, in my head, I'm thinking yours
Yeah.
to enjoy, the family, and then the back garden is maybe a little bit more animal orientated.
Yeah.
I think it's could work, yeah.
I've got plenty more to show you yet. Let's go back this way.
Okay, right.
Off the kitchen and overlooking the rear garden is the first of 2 reception rooms.
Oh, it's nice and cosy, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got the log burner over there as well.
With that stone going across the top. Looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good size as well.
Open that door for me, please. Why don't you see what's in there?
Let's have a look. Wow, another room.
Ooh.
Look at this. A big window. Oh, this is nice.
Nice big window.
Oh. Wow, it just keeps giving, doesn't it?
I know it does. And it doesn't stop there. On the first floor, there are 4 bedrooms, including 2 good-sized doubles.
Lovely space though, isn't it?
Exposed beams there.
Yeah. So look, the garden. Lovely. It's quite big.
It is, yeah. Plenty of room around the bed.
High ceilings. Again, really nice.
It's a big
Big and airy,
room,
isn't it?
Yeah. Looking out over the garden.
Yeah.
At the front of the house, there's another double in use as a twin and a single used as a dressing room. All the bedrooms have access to the family bathroom and a separate shower room. This spiral staircase leads to the loft, which the owners use as a guest suite and office.
Well, this is a nice area, study. Nice little chilling out place there. Oh, another bed.
It's good.
This is nice, isn't it?
It is.
Outside, at the rear of the property, the larger of the 2 gardens has a substantial fenced veggie plot, a workshop and a summer house.
Oh my goodness. Wow, I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah, another log burner.
Oh yeah.
Didn't expect that out here.
Gosh, no. Wow.
A particularly lovely feature of this garden is the babbling stream that runs along the boundary and is accessed by this gate at the far end of the garden.
Oh, look at that. That's nice. That public footpath going along there. Instant dog walk.
Take the dogs along
Yeah.
there. Great.
Very nice.
And that's it. They've seen it all. Just one piece of the puzzle remains. I'm afraid we've got to start talking money. Who wants to go first?
Well, I'm afraid it's going to be a little bit over budget. I think it's going to be about, let's say, 553,000.
OK, £553,000, says Martin and Joe.
Oh gosh, well, I personally think it's going to be a little bit more than that. So I'm going to go for £560,000.
Martin, you're the closest. £550,000.
Oh.
So we're coming in right on the money there.
Yeah.
Okay, you can easily move into that and not change anything. For us, that's what we thought when we were walking around. We thought personally wouldn't have to do anything.
This 150-year-old semi-detached cottage has a large kitchen, a garden room, 2 receptions and 5 bedrooms. Boasting a private front garden and a large rear garden, it's on the market for £550,000.
But
I think we could definitely live in a house like this.
Yeah, I can see that. It feels really nice, actually, doesn't it? It's
It
like
does.
really, really tranquil. It's so quiet, and you can just hear all the nature going on around you. It's really nice. The outside space is not quite what we're looking for, I would say. I'm not sure how we could accommodate the pigs and the sheep that we would like.
All right, you two?
Yes, thanks, yeah.
The cogs whirring away?
Oh yeah, lots to think about here. Yeah.
Plenty to think about, eh?
Yes.
On the outskirts of the Monmouthshire town of Chepstow sits Dean Farm Trust, home to more than 200 rescued animals, including ponies, donkeys, sheep and pigs that live amongst 62 acres of land. We know Joe and Martin have designs on a space for animals which they can share with the local community, so we thought they'd be particularly interested to meet Mary Frankland, the sanctuary's founder.
Mary, how did all this evolve? How did you start this sanctuary?
I started rescuing from my home, which was just down the road with a couple of acres, 10 years ago with a couple of ponies and a handful of hens. And now we have hundreds of visitors and they come in and they connect with our donkeys and our sheep and our ponies and our pigs and really just see them as no different to your dogs and your cats.
Do you know, it's striking a little bit of a chord with me, this. I'd like a house in the countryside with a couple of acres to look after some animals. Be careful what you wish for. 10 years' time, and this could be you two.
Absolutely, that would be fantastic. So do you have school groups coming in?
We do. We want to do more of that.
Yeah.
So we've had some local schools in over the last few years and schools for people who do have special needs.
Look at him there. It's brilliant, isn't it? Eh? Yeah. It doesn't seem to be too tricky at the moment.
I love cuddles.
Yeah. It seems all you have to do is make sure you give them a cuddle and they'll be happy as pie.
As soon as I stop stroking him, he's nudging me for another one.
I get like that.
All right, okay.
I want more attention.
Burrito arrived at the sanctuary 8 years ago. His was one of the most severe cases of neglect the team had ever seen. All the animals that come here have different backgrounds. Some are unwanted pets, some are saved from slaughter, and others are abandoned, as was the case for one of the sanctuary's newest arrivals, 7-week-old Wilbur.
He was found abandoned on a building site in scrubland in Kent.
Oh, no.
And he had sort of lacerations to his back and he had sunburn on his ears. So a week last Monday he came all the way from Kent and now he's here at the sanctuary in his home for life.
Wilbur is an Oxford Sandy, a breed of pig renowned for their gentle, easygoing nature. And today we get the pleasure of taking him for a runabout.
Wilbur!
Pigs are widely recognised to be highly intelligent, demonstrating behaviours long thought to be the preserve of humans, such as self-awareness and creativity.
Come on, here we go. Let's go.
In the wild, pigs form small groups that typically include a few sows and their piglets. Wilbur will be introduced to a new piggy family on the farm when he's a bit older, but for now, he gets to hang out with the humans.
All right, that's enough belly rubbing. We've got whole pigs to massage yet. Come on, let's go and get oiling.
All right.
Okay.
Bye, Wilbur.
See you later, Wilbur.
Yes, you heard me correctly. Next up, pig massage. Uncle Watson, a pot-bellied pig who's lived here for the past 4 years, is getting a massage with a mixture of oil and sulphur, which softens and moisturises his dry skin.
So we put this on with our hand, you massage it in. And you put that all over him.
Wow.
Do you want to go? Yes, please, yes.
It's common for certain breeds of pig to molt like this. It's known as blowout and usually happens in the spring and summer when they'll shed all their hair before growing back a new fresh coat.
Did you ever think about this, Joe, when you're sitting there thinking, let's get a couple of pigs? Did you ever see this as a potential problem?
Not the oiling, no. I know you have to be careful in the sun, and I know they need to have a good wallow to help protect them, but this is the first time I've oiled a pig.
I don't know. Oil in the spring. These are some pampered pigs, eh?
And pedicures, they also have to have their little feet trimmed.
Ah, you know, you get more attention and love than I do. Well, I suppose Uncle Watson's had enough massaging by the looks of things. He's going back to the fields, and I suppose that's our cue, really.
Fantastic.
Thank
Lovely
you.
to meet you.
Thank you. Lovely
Best
to
of
meet
luck.
you too. Thank you.
I've had a great time exploring the Welsh and English borders with Joe and Martin this week. Let's find out if they've made any decisions about which part of it they'd like to call home.
Hey, you two.
Hey.
Hey.
How are you both?
We're good,
Yep,
thanks.
You've met some of the locals and, of course, people that have moved into the area. How's that been for you?
Well, it's really interesting actually, because the people that we've met said how friendly everybody is, and that's just what we want, really, isn't it? It's to be part of the community and to know people and to, you know, be part of all that would be amazing.
But of course, you need somewhere to live. We looked at 3 properties. I mean, tell me a little bit about how they've fared up.
The first one was really quirky. It had the land, but it was a little bit on the slope. It just wasn't quite right, was it, for us?
It wasn't, no. The second one, wow. The second one, what an amazing view there was there, though.
Yeah.
That was fabulous, that second one.
We felt that was the place that we felt more at home with, actually.
Yeah, I got a real buzz when we went in there.
Yeah.
I really felt that was the place.
Yeah,
But
it was unfortunate.
unfortunately, yeah,
It just didn't have big enough bit of land
Yeah.
for us.
Okay, and then obviously that brings us to the Mystery House then.
The Mystery House, well, that was absolutely beautiful, wasn't it, inside?
It was.
The garden outside was really, really nice, but it seemed a shame to mess that prettiness up, putting animals and pigs in it was a bit too pretty, and I'm not sure that it was quite big enough. We'd like just a little bit more than that.
But we've learnt so much while we've been with you this week, going around looking at the area and that it's all been worthwhile, even though we haven't quite got the right house.
We've just got to go and find it.
Yeah, I wish you all the very best with your move.
That's very kind, thank you. We've had a really good time.
It feels to me like Joe and Martin are more in love with this place than ever before. They've had a real insight into what life could look like for them and their many animals, and I wish them all the very best for their move. Join us again next time for another Escape to the Country.
Well, Joe and Martin's love for the area rubbed off on Martin's dad, who decided he'd like to make the move with them. He's received an offer on his home, and they're now working out what their new combined budget will be. We wish them all the very best. If you'd like to escape to the country in Wales, Scotland, Northern Ireland or England, why not apply online at bbc.co.uk/take part.